Train was instrumental in distributing hip-hop as a culture to TV viewers for decades. Here are some of the most significant hip-hop performances on Soul Train. While KURTIS Blow's The Breaks performance in 1980 holds the title for the first time America was introduced to hip-hop on the Soul Train stage, Rapper's Delight, the iconic song composed by the Sugar Hill Gang, made a huge impact. The infectious bass lines and rapid-fire delivery from Wonder Mike, Big Bank Hank, and Master G wowed audiences worldwide with their performance on Soul Train in 1981. In the early 80s, the U.S. was recovering from an economically challenging period. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's depiction of impoverished life in their awe-inspiring track, The Message, resonated with people across the country who struggled to make ends meet.
We're delighted to have with us the young men responsible for one of the greatest rap records of all time. The song's entitled The Message, and they are Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Soul Train was about dancing, and few titles caused the Soul Train dancers to converge on the dance floor like Jam On It by Nucleus. In 1984, Nucleus had the party in full effect. However, when Run-DMC hit the stage with Rock Box and Jam Master Jay later that year, hip-hop and Soul Train deviated from partying to hardcore hip-hop. The trio from Hollis, Queens would later go on to electrify the airwaves with Walk This Way, though this initial appearance on Soul Train cemented Run-DMC as a force to be reckoned with. One of the memorable hip-hop performances on Soul Train was from a brother from Queens who donned a Kangol bucket hat, tracksuit, and had the energy of 1,000 muscle-bound men, and ultimately would go on to be one of the most idolized hip-hop artists of all time. While most hip-hop focused on bravado, battling MCs, and bringing the party to the masses, Public Enemy's lyrics centered around inequities experienced by black people. When the group boarded the Soul Train stage in 1987, performing Rebel Without a Pause and Can't Trust It, 3 years later, their social message resounded loud and clear, giving a platform for their leader Chuck D to speak out about injustice affecting the audience.
The song is titled I Know You Got Soul, and they are Eric B. and Rakim.
Eric B. and Rakim's I Know You Got Soul was another pivotal performance on Soul Train. America was taking notice and had an insatiable hunger for raw hip-hop born in the streets of the 5 boroughs. "1988 was a huge year for hip-hop artists at Soul Train, and Heavy D and the Boys let men and women know that size isn't a factor with their chart topper, The Overweight Lovers in the House. However, the female duo Salt and Pepper broke gender norms when they released Push It. It was a club banger and helped audiences realize female MCs are bona fide wordsmiths intent on expressing themselves. The 90s were filled with influential artists like Naughty by Nature, The Brat,
Ain't ready for, but they just don't hit me though. Because we're so funkified, we make it move from side to side.
with performances featuring Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear.
Here comes the brand new flavor in your ear. Time for new flavor in your ear.
The Dog Pound's performance of Let's Play House in 1996 let the world know that the West Coast juggernaut Death Row Records was here to take names. Hip-hop was very present on the Soul Train stage as the genre dominated pop culture in the late 90s and early 2000s. Juvenile in 1999, Lil Wayne in 2002, and Silk the Shocker in 2004 were Cash Money and No Limit record artists that extensively used the platform to introduce the world to a new sound that oozed from down deep in the southern reaches of the United States. After 35 years, the last original season of Soul Train aired in 2006. While T.I. has the honor of being the last major hip-hop artist to perform on the hallowed Soul Train stage that year, a legacy responsible for the success of hundreds of hip-hop artists left an indelible mark on the stage that introduced the masses to new ways artists express themselves, the hottest dances, and love, peace, and soul.